What's up guys, it is Chazariah, back for the second lore video of Dark Souls month, and today I am going to be talking about two of the most well-known characters in Dark Souls, but they might not be well known for good reasons. So many people believe these guys to be one of the, if not the toughest boss fight in the whole of the game, but there are also many players' favourites. I'm of course talking about Dragon Slayer Ornstein and Executioner Smough, or Smough. I'm going to be calling him Smough, I think. So now there's quite a bit we know about each of these particular fellows, so let's start with their purpose in the game. So both of these guys are guarding the illusion of Guinevere in Anor Londo, and they are obviously working together as they fight you as a team. Their relationship, however, is a bit of an odd one, because it's never explained in the game how the two feel about each other, but from some instances in-game, we can tell a couple of things. I believe that Ornstein saw Smough as a good partner due to his strength, and Ornstein thought he would be, a good combatant partner. And Smough was considered to be one of Gwyn's knights, but was refused, but we will touch on that later when we talk about Smough. You can see that Ornstein does indeed have respect for his combat partner, because if you kill Smough first, Ornstein will gently place his hand on Smough before absorbing his power and becoming Super Orns. Whereas I think Smough only sees Ornstein as someone who can handle themselves in a fight, and that's good enough for him. Also, I think it's possible that Smough may have had thoughts of killing Ornstein, but it's clear that Ornstein can more than handle himself in a fight. So let's first talk about old Snorlax, or Smough. So first impressions of Smough would suggest him being a giant. However, this is incorrect. His armor does state that it can be worn by humans, but with great difficulty. So, it can be worn by humans, just it's very difficult for them to do that. If you look at the Design Works book, he is just in fact incredibly buff, and you would have to be to wear his armor and to wield that massive hammer, sometimes in one hand. Also, we know that he wanted to become one of the Knights of Gwyn, and we can tell that from the description of his hammer. He was refused the rank, and the description of his hammer reads, "Great hammer from the soul of Executioner Smough, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo." Smough loved his work, and ground the bones of his victims into his own feed, ruining his hopes of being ranked with the four knights. So it's possible that Smough feels some sort of resentment towards Ornstein, due to Ornstein being believed to be the captain of the guards, but he still fights alongside him, maybe because he recognizes his strength. It is possible, but also a bit unlikely. The reason I think it's unlikely is because if you kill Ornstein first, Smough will flatten him like a pancake. And if you look closely, very closely, you can see Ornstein's hands twitch. So this shows that Ornstein was still alive and possibly still able to fight, it's just that Smough don't give a shit. Also, when a player kills Ornstein, people ask if Smough is crying. And the answer is no. In fact, Smough is actually laughing. As the description of his soul says, he is eerily gleeful. Eerily meaning spookily, creepily. So he is spookily and creepily gleeful, meaning the humor he would have would be very dark and creepily. That's why during the fight he is laughing. But that's all we really know about Smough. So why don't we talk about the captain of the guards, Ornstein. Also, I think before we go into Ornstein, it would be interesting to bring up whether or not the two of them are part of the Princess Guard Covenant. Now, they are both guarding Guinevere, meaning that they may have some connection. Also, if you look at the premium theme for the Princess Guard, and this is, I know, a source from outside the game and may not be considered lore, but you do see Ornstein entering the room and checking up on Guinevere. So, does this mean that he knows, that Ornstein thinks that that is still the real Guinevere? Or do they know that she is but a mere illusion and are just guarding the Lord Vessel? quite interesting. Also, I find it almost a bit unlikely that Smough would be a Princess Guard, just because, I don't know, Smough's overall attitude wouldn't suggest he'd be up for defending a pretty princess. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about the captain, or the believed captain of the guard, Ornstein. So we know that Ornstein is believed to be the captain of Gwyn's knights. This can be read in the description of his helm, which reads, "Helm of the Dragonslayer Ornstein, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Ornstein is believed to be the captain of the four knights. His golden lion helm is imbued with the power of lightning and should provide good protection against it. It, of course, being lightning." Now, we know that Ornstein was also a Dragonslayer. This can be seen by his title, Dragonslayer Ornstein. It is interesting, however, to note that he is weak to fire damage. So he's a Dragon Slayer that's weak to fire. That's, you know, possibly could be seen as a disadvantage when you're fighting dragons that spew lots of fire. Anyway, we can assume that Ornstein was probably very important, though, and probably played a big role in the taking out of the ancient dragons. Also, in the opening cutscene, it's seen a lot of lightning bolts shooting towards the dragons. These could either be the Sunlight Warriors, led by the Gwyn's Firstborn, and I would assume that Ornstein would be among these. I'm not saying that Ornstein is the Sun's Firstborn. In fact, I disagree with the fact that he is. I don't think that he is. But I would believe that due to the fact that there is a lot of lightning, and Ornstein's spear does shoot lightning, I would believe that he would be leading a troop of warriors. Anyway, now we also know from Ornstein's soul that it was granted to him by Gwyn, and this can be found out from the description of his soul, which says, "Soul of Ornstein, Dragon Slayer, Knight who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Special beings have special souls. Lord Gwyn granted this soul to his four most trusted knights." So I'm guessing it would be safe to say that Kieran, Goff, and Artorias all have souls similar to this one. So here's a question. Why did 3 of Gwyn's knights go to Ulasil, but the believed captain did not? Was it because Gwyn wanted Ornstein to stay and look over Anor Londo, and look after Guinevere as Gwyn left for the kiln of the First Flame? Or maybe it was to make sure Smough didn't destroy the goddamn place, who knows? Also, something to wonder, did Guinevere and Gwyn leave at the same time, or did Guinevere possibly leave sometime after Gwyn left for the kiln of the First Flame? Maybe Gwyn left, entrusted the city of Anor Londo to Ornstein, his captain of the four knights, and then Guinevere, who may have still been in Anor Londo, left a short time after that, but Ornstein didn't know, and that's why he still thinks he is protecting the real Guinevere. It's interesting, and I'm quite curious to see what you guys think about this. So, now, coming up is some lore from Dark Souls 2. Now, I know it has only been out for like 2 days, and as of the recording of this video, I literally found this information out I read this information like 2 hours ago. I do not have the game in my possession, don't think that I do. I wish I did. I've been trying literally all week to get my hands on a 360 version, because I said before I pre-ordered the PC version, but that doesn't come out till April 25th, but I'm going to go into that later at the end of this video, and that's going to get long and rambly, so look forward to that. Anyway, back to the Dark Souls 2 lore. Now, all of this is pretty much going to be speculation, so take all of what I say with a pinch of salt, or maybe the whole salt shaker, your pick. Now, we know many of the gods in Anor Londo fled and abandoned the city, like Guinevere and Flan, and possibly Ornstein. What if the Ornstein we fight in Dark Souls is an illusion created by Gwyndolin, much like the Giants, the Silver Knights, and Guinevere, and of course the Sun? For those who don't know, there is a boss very early on in Dark Souls 2 guarding the Blue Cathedral, noted blue, much like the Dark Moon Blades. Their item was the Blue Eye Orb. But the boss guarding the cathedral is called the Old Dragon Slayer. And I'm going to show up on screen footage of that boss fight. And it won't be my footage, so I will give credit where credit is due. But we do realize, and you can see, this is indeed Ornstein. But there are some minor differences, or some possibly major differences. His armor doesn't seem to be as golden and as grandiose as it was. It appears to be a bit grayer. Also, his lightning attack, he still uses it, but it appears that there's a hint of abyss darkness in there, much like Artorias' attacks and Manus's. And also the Four Kings. What if Ornstein left Anor Londo with the other gods, and as he was making his way to Drangleic, for some reason, he was attacked by the Abyss? Now, this is just some food for thought, and I'm not saying this is cold hard fact, but it's something interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have the description of the old Dragon Slayer soul to read. I do know that it's an item in the game, but I tried to find the item description and I just couldn't. If anyone has the game on PC, not PC, on PS3 or Xbox 360, and they have the item and they can read the description and then send me a message or post a comment with the description, I would be very happy to read it, and then I will post my speculation maybe in a bonus vid to this one, or maybe just in the next Dark Souls video in post. Also, this is complete speculation, and this should be taken with 5 salt shakers, filled to the absolute brim, but I was reading somewhere, and I can't remember where, on a message board, and people were speculating that because Ornstein was protecting the Blue Cathedral, could it be that the Blue Cathedral may be the remains of Anor Londo? I find this extremely hard to believe, because Drangleic is a completely different place to Lordran and Anor Londo. In fact, I've seen numerous people on different places saying that Drangleic is just like Anor Londo years after the player character from the first game either lit the bonfire, like linked the fire, or became the Dark Lord. I haven't played the game. I'm under the thought at the moment that Drangleic is a completely different place to Lordran, and I'm going to stick by that. Mainly because there's dragons in Drangleic, and in Lordran there are none. I mean, there's Seath, the undead dragon, the ancient dragon, that's it. Also, to note, Seath appears in Dark Souls 2 as well, I've heard, as well as Nito, the Four Kings, the Balefire Gargoyles, and everyone's favourite boss from Dark Souls 1, the Bed of Chaos. Joy. But I think I'm going to draw the Dark Souls 2 lore speculation to an end here, because, like I said, I don't own the game, and I only have very limited knowledge since the game's like 3 days old, like out at the moment. And that's only in America. Here in Australia, we have to wait to, as of this recording, tomorrow. And I don't have a copy of the game. I'm hoping to get one. I'm trying to get my hands on a 360 version of the Collector's Edition, so I can do an unboxing and show that to you. Unfortunately, if I do get the 360 one, I won't be able to give you my first 20 minutes. And I can give you my thoughts on the game, I just can't give you first 20 minutes because I don't have a capture card for a 360. I know one of my friends might, so I might grab one off them, but I'm going to talk about that now. Anyway, so lore discussion ends here, so if that's what you wanted, stop watching now. I would like to thank you for watching this far into the video. And if you like this, check out the other Dark Souls lore video I did on New Londo, and stay tuned for the next Dark Souls lore video, which is going to be about Gwyn and his children. Also, if you enjoy 2 people making a complete fool of themselves while playing Dark Souls, you might like my Let's Play series, where me and my good buddy Tim take on the whole game of Dark Souls that he has never played before, and I've played about 20 times, so it's certainly an interesting experience, and I have had a lot of time making it, and I'm still having a lot of fun making it. Also, spoiler for part 4, he gets the channel as Trident. Yeah. Was not pleased when I found that out. Anyway, lore discussion here has stopped. So if you are still watching, you are obviously interested for some reason in hearing my rambling for a bit longer. So basically what I'm going to talk about now is why Dark Souls month has taken a bit of a turn, and not a good turn. So my original plan was for Dark Souls 2 to come out on PC, and they said like was reading places like they only want it to come like out a week or two after, and I'm thinking, great, we'll still be in Dark Souls month. I can do the video, I can do the first 20, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be able to, get it out to you guys all before April 20th, and I will get to that in a second. But I went away on a music camp with my school, which was an amazing experience, which is why I left the day that part 1 of the Let's Play came out, and that's why there were not a lot of videos from that point. But when I got back, Dark Souls 2 had a release date, and it was April 25th. And I'd seen that, that date plastered a lot about this game, and I'm thinking, Namco hasn't, FromSoft and Namco haven't said anything about it. It's probably not April 25th. I was crossing my fingers, and then I'm like, oh, damn. And that obviously meant that it couldn't be part of Dark Souls month whatsoever, because it would be close to a month after Dark Souls month had wrapped up. But the main issue was that I am going away on April 20th, Easter Sunday. I am going to Germany for 3 months on an exchange with my school, and I'm really excited about the whole thing. I think it's going to be a fantastic experience. But the main problem is I'm going to only have my laptop and not my main desktop. So my laptop I use for editing my videos and sometimes recording some stuff, like I can record audio and to some degree some footage, but I couldn't record Dark Souls or pretty much any game on Steam, meaning that a lot of content on this video would grind to a screeching halt, which is why I wanted to do Dark Souls month in March, so I could get a bunch of content out so people had things to watch while I was away. I am planning to do not so much daily, but a vlog series while I'm in Germany, and it is for an assignment, but it's also going to be showing you what I'm up to, how everything's going. You get to see some really lovely parts of Germany. I am traveling to Ansbach, which is really exciting. But yeah, I tried finding a way I could do the Dark Souls 2 unboxing video while I was there, but I figured it would just be too hard and I'd be doing too much stuff. So yeah, that's why I am trying to hunt down a 360 version, and I called up EB Games today, where I have my pre-order down for Dark Souls 2 PC, and they said I could switch my PC pre-order for a console pre-order, but then the lady I was talking to scrambled all across South Australia and she could not find a single copy. They were all sold out on 360. I think there were a couple on PS3, but all 360s were nah, can't do it. So what I'm going to do, what I asked her to do was, if any are cancelled or people don't come to collect them, could you please let me know, and so I can pick one up. And hopefully I'm able to pick one up, because I really want this game now. I've been watching Varty videos, Epic Name Bros video just came out a couple of minutes ago, and I'm planning to watch that. The reviews, Good Games Review, and I need this game now. But yeah, that's pretty much why Dark Souls month is getting a bit interesting. Let's Play videos will be coming out as usual. Actually, as I'm recording this, a Let's Play video is being uploaded, and that would be part 2. We were originally going to cut down the videos and make it so that they were going to be half an hour. We were going to record an hour long, and then I just cut 15-minute segments, but then that didn't seem to work for the first one. So I'm just trying to upload all the hour-long ones, and I'm sorry that they take they're really long videos, but that's literally the best way I can do it. Also, in the first episode, I say that I'm doing a Dead Space Let's Play. Yeah, that's when I was actually planning on doing one, but that fell through, and I just bumped my mic because I'm a genius. But yeah, that's pretty much channel update stuff out of the way. So I guess look forward to the rest of the videos in Dark Souls month. Top 10 Dark Souls bosses is going to be a little bit later, probably coming out around the 20th, because I just finished the script. I'm about to start recording the script, and then I've got to get footage for each of the different bosses, meaning probably playing through Dark Souls again, which is not a problem, but it's going to take a while. So stay tuned for the new Let's Play that's going to be coming out probably very soon before this video. Then stay tuned for the next lore video about Gwyn and his children. Then for the final lore video discussing Ulasil and everything around that, which is probably going to be an hour long or half an hour long. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. I decided to drop the Covenants lore video because I just didn't feel that there was enough substance in it to fill an entire lore video. I might do it as a bonus video. I don't know. And I will keep you posted on my Facebook and Twitter, the developments surrounding the Dark Souls 2 and me getting a copy of that. Then after that, stay tuned for vlogs in Germany, and then when I get back, who knows? The future is very uncertain, but that is what makes it great. So I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for listening to my rambling. Bye!